Happy Friday. I hope we are all having an amazing day. It's certainly not that amazing over here in the UK. It's rainy, it's wet, and it's cold, and it feels like autumn, like literally already. Anyway, today I'm going to talk to you guys about fear and failing forwards. And the reason I want to talk about that is that I've had my own personal massive experience of kind of confronting that fear and failing forwards in order to kind of get to where I am today. And I just want to offer kind of some information that's hopefully going to be really relatable to you and that you can take action in order to kind of move forward from wherever it is you might be, in case you're stuck, whether that's in your career or in your family life, in your relationships, and whatever it might be. Anyway, I am Izzy Bradshaw, if you don't know me. I had a 10-year corporate career in central London, was a director at the age of 30, and then when I had my little boy, I literally had kind of already felt as though I'd reached the top of the ladder, right? And I didn't feel that sense of accomplishment or the sense of the fact that actually I was really where I was meant to be. And through a huge journey of personal development myself, I actually realised that I'd done a career not for myself but to please others, and hopefully that resonates with some of you. And that's actually relates to the topic that I'm going to talk to you guys about today, and that is fear and failing forwards. And the reason that I want to talk about fear and failing forwards is that a lot of us aren't even aware that fear literally cripples our ability to reach the potential that we have on this earth, like no matter what it is. And I come across that on a kind of daily basis. But I just want to say, like, I know people kind of, they might look at my IG and see how many followers I've got and see that I kind of obviously work on my page and I have a theme and everything else. And I think what we forget sometimes is that we all start somewhere, right? So like in November 2017, I had literally just started my Instagram account. I had no idea what I was doing, and I was extremely afraid. And I chose to have a career change because I'd reached rock bottom, right? And then I retrained as a personal trainer, and that was something that I felt I really wanted to do. And whilst I train PT clients now, my social media has become my whole entire career. Like, I'm a wellness influencer right here. I have the luxury of being able to kind of work from anywhere, work flexibly. Yes, I work extremely hard because I'm that kind of type. But I had to get over my fear. I had to get over my fear of having to put myself out there. Like, I genuinely had no idea what I was doing with my Instagram. I'd never felt comfortable in social media. But I knew that there was something that I wanted to offer the world. I wanted to give back to others. I wanted to kind of help other people through my own story. And I'm hugely passionate about fitness because of my own kind of mental struggle personally, and the kind of negativity I associated with my body. Like, for 10 years, I just absolutely loathed the skin I was in. I crash dieted and everything else. And I reached a point with this new opportunity as a wellness influencer where I had to choose to confront my fear, or I was never going to be able to feed out this message and this voice that I kind of knew I had, but I was really scared. And I remember that first IG story even that I did, where I was on camera and I was absolutely terrified, shaking. And the thing is that if I hadn't have had the fear of doing that and actually failing, in a sense, like, you know, when we're all starting out, we don't really know what we're doing. We're just kind of on the camera, but it's all a bit uncomfortable. Then I never would have got where I am today, which is top UK influencer for the company that I'm associated with, having spoken on the stage in the States when I was there in July in front of quite some number of people. And I wouldn't have got to where I am today with the kind of confidence and ability to speak with conviction and hopefully the ability to give back to you guys if I'd have said to myself, do you know what, I can't do this because it's too scary. And the reason why I've seen the success I have in the 15 months that I've been a wellness influencer is that I've been willing to fail forwards. I've been willing to try things that haven't worked. I've been willing to write posts that perhaps haven't gained much traction. And I've done a lot of personal work. So if that's you and you kind of almost get paralyzed by your fear, just know that that's normal and know that it happens to everyone. It certainly happened to me. But it's just whether or not we decide to confront that fear and say, do you know what? This isn't going to hold me back for the rest of my life. Because honestly, I'd be right where I was if I'd have got kind of overwhelmed by that fear. You just almost have to push yourself off that cliff and go for it. And so I strongly encourage you today, if you're that person who's not doing something because they're too afraid, you're not going for that job because you're too afraid that you might not get it and you fear the rejection and the failure, just remember that that's how we learn and we grow. Like, even if we fail, we learn and we grow from that. And any person that is hugely successful on this earth, whether they're an entrepreneur or their corporate life, they have been willing to confront their fears and fail forwards consistently. And we should always be failing consistently so that we can learn and we can grow. So I hope that's been useful. If you've got any queries whatsoever about what I've just said, then please let me know. I love to kind of give back on kind of mindset pieces, motivational and career advice from my own experience that has been helpful to me, that I wish I would have known a little while back. So thank you so much for listening to me. It's been a pleasure talking to you guys, and I hope you have an amazing weekend. Take care.